it's Jessica. Today I wanted to do a little topic to go along with my speed paint, and we'll be talking about art block. What to do when you have art block and how to gain inspiration to get you out of it. So I'll be giving you guys 12 different tips on what to do. So for tip number 1 is utilizing social media. Social media is so great to find different artists that inspire you and a bunch of references as well. A few different social media sites that I would recommend would be Instagram, YouTube, Pinterest, and DeviantArt. One thing that these platforms have in common is that you can find incredible artists and you can learn so many different styles and techniques from each of these artists and gain inspiration from it. And with that, you can also just find regular pictures that inspire you in some way or another, and they could help you decide on what you want to draw. And you can find a bunch of them to put together the image that you have in your mind. So my next tip is references. References are great when you need a place to start and you have no idea what to draw, because you can find different ideas for poses, color schemes, clothing ideas, and scenery and environment. And I think that that's really helpful when you don't know what to draw. For color schemes, sometimes you have an idea of what you want to draw, but you don't know what colors you want to use. So you could always just Google a color palette and just find one that really appeals to you. And for clothing, maybe you have a person, a character that does martial arts, and you want to find clothing that best suits that type of character. And that's where references come in handy. And my third tip is don't worry about completing everything before you start a new drawing. You can always start with one little sketch, even if you don't have a complete idea of what you want to do. You can always come back to it and you might find exactly what you can do with your painting. And I think that that's a really great thing to do, is just to walk away and come back later. My fourth tip is try to dabble in some challenges. There are so many art challenges that you can find on Instagram and Pinterest, and I definitely recommend you guys try them because they're so fun. And the great thing about art challenges is that they keep you on a schedule. With art challenges, there's a specific thing that you have to draw every single day until the month is over. And of course you don't have to be that committed to it, but you can be. And it's a great thing to do when you have no idea what to draw. At the moment, the two popular challenges on Instagram right now are the Draw This in Your Style challenge, as well as the Style challenge. And fun fact, this drawing is actually the product of a challenge, a Draw This in Your Style challenge. So that leads me to tip number 5. Try to experiment with different art prompt generators. I know the YouTuber Draw with Jazza has his own app. One feature in this app is that it gives you different art prompts for you to draw and a bunch of other cool things. So definitely check that guy out because it seems like a really neat app. One thing I do know about his app is that it does cost a few dollars. I'm not sure exactly how much, but you can definitely look it up. And if you're not in the mood to spend money on an art prompt, just Google it because you'll find a bunch of different art prompts for free. So tip number 6 is kind of like a mini little project you can give yourself to do that I think would be really fun, and it would be searching up a short poem or a short quote and trying to use that quote to come up with a drawing or whatever your medium of choice is. And there's so many amazing poems and quotes, and I think they would look so nice if they were depicted with a drawing. My next tip number 7, is listen to different types of music. The best thing about trying different types of music is that it makes you kind of think about things in a different way. You get to be exposed to different sounds and melodies, and these can definitely inspire you. They can give you an idea of what mood you want to convey with your paintings, or just what you want to paint in general. And yeah, definitely try different music. Tip number 8 is to try to watch a bunch of different movies and shows that have amazing art and they inspire you in some way. A few different shows that I know inspired me would be Steven Universe, Adventure Time, and basically every Disney movie. So yeah, definitely dabble in some different movies because they will definitely inspire you. So tip number 9 is to set a routine. With so many possibilities, it can be harder to settle on one idea alone. And the great thing about setting a routine is that it helps you practice, and with doing this over time, you'll improve your speed and your technique can improve. And it's just a really great thing to do. So try to give yourself a nice little routine so you can keep those creative juices flowing constantly. And this can be maybe you draw something every week, every day, or 3 times a week. Decide what works best for you and stick to that. Tip number 10 would be allow yourself to have a break every now and then. It may be tempting to want to draw a lot, but sometimes your brain is just overpowered and you need a break. So give yourself that. Have a day where you can just take care of yourself and unwind and just relax and not think about art. Don't feel guilty about taking a break. If you need it, take it. Tip number 11 is write it down or draw it out. Try to make it a habit to carry something on you. A sketchbook or a journal, or even just a notes app on your phone. And write down or sketch out something that you see that inspires you. Maybe at some point of the day, you come up with an idea and you're just like, I would like to draw that. And just write it down and come back to it later, because you might be able to find something that you'd really like to do with those ideas that you find. You see something really cool, just do like a quick little messy sketch of it, enough for you to know what it is and to know the idea of it. So tip number 12 is to try to experiment with different types of mediums and even come up with your own projects to do. I think the best things that you can try to experiment with as far as mediums go would be digital art, traditional art, watercolors, animations, sculptures, and etc. Things of that nature. Definitely try something new that you wouldn't typically. And with experiments, I have a whole list of ideas of fun experiments you guys could try to really inspire you and to really get you working. If you guys are interested in that, let me know. But yeah, try to find experiments to do and come up with your own projects to do. Projects that you know will take a while for you to complete, but there's still something that's fun that you can enjoy. So that's all the tips that I have for you guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I hope these tips were able to help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you have any more video ideas, feel free to let me know. Bye!